Many people my age have this pervasive sense of meaninglessness in their lives, and that's why things like absurdism have become so popular in recent years. But I'm here to tell you that all of philosophy is not going to give you the answers you want, because all of it is this inherent belief that there is some external problem to be solved, right? It's not bad to critically think, and it's not bad to question the world, but it's what we are questioning that philosophy so inherently misses, right? If we're asking what the meaning of life is, philosophy will try to give you an answer. Philosophy will use your perception of the world and this create these systems to give you like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. But you're just working within your matrix. You're just working within the world that you already understand. You're not exploring anything new. You explore new things when you ask why you're asking the question. You're asking what the meaning of life is. Why? Why do you care? You care what the meaning of life is because you invented this concept meaning because you don't feel good. You don't feel right. Things don't feel meaninglessness, right? The fuck is up with that? Explore that feeling. Explore why you feel that way. And you're not going to get some fucking ridiculous system that's super logically profound and correct. You're going to understand how little we fucking know. How we're just existing in this world. And that's it. Like there's nothing more than that, right? You have taste, touch, smell, sound. You have your five senses in your mind, and that's it. The physical world, we never interact with it. Color doesn't exist in the physical world. Neither does texture or taste. These things are sensations. They are sensuous experience. They're metaphysical, right? The physical world, the closest that you could ever approximate it would be to like something like math. It's just things that are true, and that's it. Everything else is just something that we create. And that becomes especially apparent through either long periods of meditation or psychs. On either one of those, you realize like, oh my God, my brain generates reality. And there is some sort of like physical, but we have no idea what that physical world is like. The closest, again, is math. It's just things that are true. We can do science and we can be like, okay, well, this thing happens when we do this and doesn't when we do that. Anyways, I feel like I get so disheartened or saddened when I see people go down this absurdism, nihilism pathway that I did when I was younger. And just think that there's actually some help that they're going to get out of philosophy. There's none. It doesn't work like that. You have to go inward and be with your feelings and be with your sensations. It's so unique to you that I can't, explain step by step how to navigate. But this is what meditation is for. Meditation is just being aware. That's all it is. It's not clearing your mind. It's not like... The point of meditation is meditation. It's, you don't, like, you work out to get fit, right? You don't meditate to get fit. You meditate to meditate. The point is the meditation. And the more you do it, yes, the easier it becomes. And it's analogous to, like, working out in a certain sense. But that's not why you do it. The point is the thing, right? And so when we come to something like the meaning of life and asking this question, like, what does it mean to be alive and why are we alive? They're ridiculous questions. Really, they're ridiculous questions. They just appear because you feel bad about yourself. So feel better. So examine why you feel bad about how you view the world and how you view your life. You have no obligation to view things in any particular way other than what they are. No obligation at all. We do it because it brings us some level of comfort. And we comfort ourselves until we are numb. That's the real issue, right? There's a level of meaninglessness because you cannot grapple with the hardships, with the pain, with certain experiences in reality. And so you start suffering because you don't want those things to be real. You don't want those things to be true. You're not in acceptance. There's something more needs to happen. It's a self-generating issue. Because you want something to be more, you feel like there is something empty. One of my favorite quotes is that, he who is most wealthy is not he who owns the most, but he who knows that he has enough. I think I butchered that because it's originally in Chinese, but just know that you have enough. And if you don't know, ask why. and look at yourself. Don't fucking sit reading some person's thoughts from 50 years ago, 70 years ago, 200 years ago. It's all bullshit. Like, if you do any amount of thinking on your own, you'll come to all the conclusions that they came to. And there's some cool ideas, and there's been some smart people. They're all miserable as fuck. It did not bring them any closer to any sort of peace or happiness or contentment. Be practical. You know? Anyways, this is my rant about that, because I just see stuff like that all the time, and yeah.